Hello everyone, this is Sonia from Sonia Budgets, and I am so happy that you're here with me tonight in my home. I would like to welcome the new subscribers. Had several to subscribe in the last few days. I went from like 5 to 20 in like a little over a week, and I am so glad that you're here. I would like to show you this giveaway that I'm going to do when I get 50 subscribers. Now this is a Park Lane from Joann's. I bought me one the other day because I wanted the zipper pouch for when I pick up my money at the bank for my cash envelopes. So this is the main reason I bought this. If you have a Park Lane planner, it'll work good for you. It's got stickers in here. I'm not going to open it up, but it's got a bookmark in here, all kinds of different kinds of stickers. And if you have a Park Lane planner, all this will fit in there. If not, you'll have some scratch paper and some stickers to go in the whatever planner that you have. It's got some really cool paper clips. I bought 2 packs, one for myself and one for a giveaway. This is 2 of the paper clips that is in mine. These are a little different. I don't remember. I've never opened this one, so I don't really know what the paper clips look like. But it's a nice little pack. But also another thing I'm going to give away. I'm adding to it tonight because I did not have these the other day, so I'm going to add to it. I'm going to add this binder. Not this one, because apparently I've got this one used up, but I do have this yellow one that I will give away. I've got a lavender one. So if you can take your pick if you want the lavender or the yellow. And then you would also, I guess I'll do 2 winners. One will get this and one will get one of the binders. Now the binders have nothing in them. They do not have the little zipper pouches or anything like that. But what I will do, whoever wins, I will make you your custom envelopes. I'll make you 6 custom envelopes like the ones that I use, and I will show you the ones that I use. But you can either pick the yellow or the lavender. One winner will pick that, and then one winner will pick the Park Lane. All you have to do is be a subscriber. I'm gonna make it very easy. All you have to do is be a subscriber, and that's it. You don't have to do anything with Instagram. You don't have to do anything with I would like for you to comment, so I know that you have at least watched the video announcing the giveaway. The giveaway will be done when I have 50 subscribers. We'll do it at 50 subscribers, and then we'll do a different one when I get to 100. So my other channel, where I do DIYs on how I do my sewing and how I put my quilts together and little tips and tricks to my sewing, I have 1,055 subscribers the last time I looked, I guess, something like that. So and I've worked hard to get that. So you have to put a lot of work into it, and I'm doing the best I can. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. We did. We have 5 children. Some of them are married, some of them are not. Some of them have children. They're divorced and they have children. But anyway, we had all of our children here, and all 11 grandchildren, except for our oldest granddaughter didn't make it, and my oldest son didn't make it. Other than that, everybody was here. We had a good time. I fixed some really big meal and all of that. So also excuse my fingernails. I'm giving them a break from the acrylics. I took them all off today myself. My real nails were as long as the acrylics, but of course if you've ever worn acrylics before, you know that when I got them off, they were raggedy, and so I've put some hardener. I have a lot of trouble. I handle so much fabric during a period of a day that I get hangnails really bad. So I put some hardener on them, and that's why they're a little shiny. But other than that, they look horrible, but they will look better in a few days. So, first thing I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to go and do a kind of a check-in on a mid-pay period check-in and see how our money's holding out. Next weekend is payday. First of all, I'm going to take this is the change I've been gathering up from where my husband empties his pockets and where I find money in the washer and the dryer. I just gather it in this little container, and I want to empty out what's in my little purse that I carried, my little wallet. I love this wallet. It is a Michael Kors. I got it at the Outlet Mall in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and I love it. I mean, I don't even carry a big wallet. It's got my driver's license in here, my PayPal debit card, and a coupon for one of my heart medications. I don't know why I carry that around, but it got stuck in there, and I just left it. But what I had left over from my spending money this week, and I get $40, what I had left over was not much, but something. I had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to put them in my favorite color here, red. I love red. I love every shade of red, and I am going to put the ones in the $1 saving. I'm going to do the $1 savings challenge this year. And if you don't know what that is, it's whenever you have ones left over, you put them, you let them accumulate. And you can set your own time period. I can let them accumulate until the 1st of June. I can let them accumulate all year. It just absolutely depends on what you want to do. I've got this sticker on here, Feed the Pig first. And then I'm going to do the $5 savings challenge. And we'll see how that accumulates. You know, saving $5 is saving something. So, and then in here I've also got the mystery savings challenge from Hands and Bands. Go check her out. Sorry if you can hear the ambulance go through, but my windows are open. Right now, the weather is kind of a little warmer than typical, but in the south, you never know what the weather's going to be. It's supposed to be really cold this weekend, but right now the windows feel good open, and I live on the main road that goes from one end of the county to the other, so all ambulance and police go through here a lot. But I have put this $25 that I scratched off last week. I didn't have enough money left over for my cash stuff and to stuff this $25. So I did put that in my budget to stuff it next week. And it will go in here and we'll scratch another one off. I'm excited about that. But go and check out Hands and Bands. I believe her name's Alicia. She's really funny. She had a really funny Vlogmas where she did a video every day up until Christmas. But she's been kind of laying low since Christmas. I haven't seen her post a new video, so she should be posting one most any time. But anyway, my husband, I keep our cash envelopes here. Now, my grocery money, I stuck it in my wallet the other day, and I did spend all of it. By the time I got everything that I needed for the rest of my Christmas dinner and all of that, and I knew I was going to have a lot of company, and I spent all of it. I spent some of it online, so I just took it back to the bank and just paid for my groceries, my Walmart pickup with my checking account, and so I took all my grocery money and put it back in there, so there's nothing left. But my husband's spending money. He's got his second installment for next week's work week. And then I've got my next $40. And I am going to put this, I put it in the center part of my wallet so that if any time I put money in my wallet from, selling something or anything like that, I can stick it in the side, and that way I know when I get home I can take it out. And I keep, on gas, I've spent $40 out of here, and I did it different this time. I normally just fold the whole $200 up, but I folded it up in increments of $40, and we still have 4 of those. So there's $160 left and 1 more week left, and I think I have a half a tank. So I probably, if I need any, it won't be much between now and payday, but my husband will have to have some. But when I collect any money from my work or whatever, I've been sticking in this the envelope that Hands and Bands sent me, the prop bills. She sent me these, which I really love. She has got my name on here, Sonia Budgets, and then she's got, on some of them, she's got sewing machines, and this one's got a sewing machine, and she customized them for me. So these are the ones that you use when you accumulate $1,000 in any sinking fund or savings or whatever, and you want to transfer that to the bank. Then you use one of those to represent the money that you have put in the bank for that category. So, but I had to order some Pilliforms from Walmart.com for an order I had to do. So I have emptied this and put it in the bank to cover that. So right now I have nothing to show for this week of work. Maybe I will get something. But these are the envelopes that I had last year, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. But I am making some new ones. These are the ones that's got the clear backs on them. Well, this one is actually, I made these different than the ones I made myself this time. This time I made them where the tracker is on the back of each category. This will be my book that I keep envelopes in, that will only be spent out of once or twice a year. One of the, I think it's this blue one. Yes, this is the one that this is the one I will spend out of once a year. I haven't got them all exactly like I want them yet. These could be spent out of all throughout the year, and then these in the blue binder, the turquoise binder, are the ones that would be used out of once a year, like property tax, my kids' birthdays, Christmas, vacation, house insurance, and then I've got flowers, and those are flowers for the cemetery for decoration, where my mother's buried, and then my mother and father-in-law are buried at a different cemetery in a different county, and I save up money to pay to have flowers made, and to pay for we pay for the upkeep of the grave once a year. So that's what the flowers stand for. I had a request to show how I make my envelopes. Now, let me tell you, and when my aunt told me this one time, I thought it was hilarious. So I'm going to say what she told me this one day. This is experience talking. You have to be careful when you are making, when you're using a laminator, because you can ruin them so easily. Let's see what I'm trying to find up here. I made these the other day. These are just clear, completely clear little pouches that, like the size I keep my, these are the size I use for cash envelopes. Cash envelopes are the ones that you're definitely going to be spending out of during the pay period. Like groceries, gas, spending money, whatever that you spend. Our 3 categories are are spending money, gas, and groceries. And I made these the other day, and I put little things in between the layers of the laminate. But I think it was these that I ruined my laminator on. Got remember on this one. And these are just clear. Not hard to make, but if you're not careful, you will ruin your laminator. And what I mean, how you will ruin your laminator, if you will notice on this sheet of laminating paper, one side is glossy. This is the glossy, slick side, and this is the dull side. If any part, even a little sliver of this dull part, goes into a laminator without being protected by another layer of laminate, you only can have the slick sides exposed to the heating element of the laminator. And like these two sheets, if they're not perfectly matched up, when they go in the laminator, it will ruin your laminator. It goes in, it wraps around the wheels that are in there. There's no fixing it, and it starts stinking, and everything you put in there just adds to the mess. So I did get a new laminator. It's an Apache AL9. I'm sorry. It's the 9-inch laminator, which is plenty big to do your envelopes with. I did have a Scott brand, but since I have ruined about 2 of them doing that, I decided to go with an Apache. It was a little bit less expensive, so and I like it. I used it last night to do several things, and I like it pretty well. I made all of these last night, and kudos to people that do this all the time. Oh my goodness, this is work. I mean, it is time. It's not hot work, it's not cold work, it's just very time consuming to make these little ones, big ones, it don't matter. People that make those 100 envelope box challenge boxes and takes orders for them, I have all the respect in the world, because this is hard. It takes so long to do these. Now, the easiest envelopes to make are the ones that are just folded. The paper is folded and then put through the laminator and then trimmed. Those are the easiest ones. These are all Christmas, actually made 2 stacks of them. These are all Christmas papers. And I have made up a new challenge. And if you're interested in purchasing this challenge, it is a 34 envelope challenge. You get each one of these envelopes will be numbered 1 through 31, and that's the amount that you put in it. And so the first envelope would have a 1 on it. You put $1 in it, all the way up to 31. That would be the highest amount that you would have to stuff, would be $31. Now, you can stuff these once a week, every payday, which your payday may be every 2 weeks, it may be once a month. Whatever your payday is, you can stuff as many as you want to. You can stuff one at a time. You can take your time at your own pace and do this challenge. But there will be 3 envelopes that are little money holders that will have stars on them, and each one of the star envelopes we will put $14 in, and when you fill all 34, you will have $550. Now, you could do this because it's Christmas paper. You could do this challenge for next Christmas, and you will have, $550. If you need more than $550, if you need $1,100, do it twice. But do it at your own pace. Do not measure yourself by how somebody else does their stuffing, because everybody's situation is completely different. Everybody's income is different. Everybody's outgoing money is different. Now, with my family, me and my husband, we're empty nesters, And we insist on our children taking care of themselves because they want to be want to be adults. So live the adult life and take care of yourself. And so our outgoing is low. Now, I do go through our monthly bills occasionally and see what I can do to trim something off. I just trimmed $100 off of our monthly bills by getting rid of our Wi-Fi. Now, I don't have a laptop here at home. I use my laptop at work, and I don't bring it home. If I do, I'll forget it, and I have to run back home and pick it up because it's a very crucial part of my embroidery. I use the computer to edit my different embroidery designs, and so I just leave it at work. If something does come up that I need to bring it home, I've got a large purse. I just slide it down in there, bring it home, and try to remember to put it back in there and take it back to work the next day. But I do not have a laptop at home. The only reason we would need Wi-Fi at home is for streaming. Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever. And we both have unlimited Wi-Fi on our phones already. So we just use a hotspot on our phone if we want to stream. Now, the only time we would stream anything would be on the weekends when my husband and I are both home. I typically, when I get home from work, I watch Little House on the Prairie or the Waltons until time for me to go to bed. Or I watch one of the YouTube channels that I keep up with, like Hands and Bands. Oh My Froze, I love to watch her. She stuffs mega dollars, but she hustles. I was going to say she was a hustler, but that's not true. She hustles. She has a lot of side hustles where she sells things. She does envelopes. She does printed savings challenges. She has a savings challenge book. She has got it going on. And her YouTube channel, I don't remember how many subscribers that she has, but I know the one that the check she just got from her YouTube I want to say it was 3,000 and something or 5,000 and something. And I've seen her YouTube check more than that. So it's a lot of fun to watch her do her stuffing. But I keep up with Budget with Ira. He's English. He's from the UK. I really like watching him. Taylor Budgets, I watch her sometimes. Sometimes I watch Budget with Kat. I'm not a big fan of Mom's Life. She's okay, but she confuses me with her moving money around like she does, and I don't understand it. I can't keep up with her. I think you have to watch her every day to keep up with what she's got going on. She's nothing wrong with her. She's just not one of my favorites. But there are several that I do like to keep up with. I love it when I look and they've got a new video out. But I did have a request to show how that I make my envelopes. Now, like I said, the safest for your laminator is just to take your these were cut to make the clear fronts on these, but I did take these are cut, I believe 3 1/4 and 6 inches long, and then I just folded them in half. And it's after I fold several of them at one time, well, get several folded up, and then I take a pen or something and really not that kind of pen, but I really put a crease on this, because the flatter you can get that fold, the better seal that you will get. So that's the safest ones for your laminator to make, the easiest ones to make. But if you want to do something fancy like the clear fronts, clear backs, ever how you want to do yours, this is how you do. I have a cheap cutter, had it a long time. It's about time to retire it and get me another one. And there's a ladybug residing on my cutter tonight. He's probably trying to find somewhere warm to go because it is going to be cold this weekend. And I cut my papers. They come 9 by maybe 11.5 or 12, something like that. And I cut them at 4.5 inches. And that's cutting them in half. That's what I'm trying to do, is just cut them in half. And after I get them cut in half, I will cut them down. And I want to keep this edge here. If you can see, it's a little different. It's clear at the very top. That is the edge that is attached, and this is the bottom edge that opens. So not going to cut the attached edge off of it. Let's see. My left hand is. I'm going to cut this at about 7 inches. That will give me plenty, because I cut my make my envelopes around 6.5 by 4 inches. I like them thick and I like them wide, because if you get several bills in there, if you got the envelopes just a little bit bigger than a dollar bill, it starts getting crowded. So I like mine to be about 6.5 inches by 4 inches. So this is about 4.5 by 7 inches now. And I'm going to take, I already had one laying here. I'm just going to cut the bottom off of this one. And then I'm going to put, this card is 4 by 6.5, and it's already been just the plain single layer card of paper. It can be cardstock, it can be just regular paper. But this is already been laminated. Just put into a laminating pouch. I think got 3 of them, and just run through there. And then I cut it, trimmed it completely off. The no laminating sticking out from the card, and it's laminated just by itself. Just single run through the machine, laminate. Then you want to cut some laminating paper that is the same size as your card. Mine are 4 by 6.5. And we want to place this, stack these up with the shiny side down. We want the dull side up. Now at this point, if you want to, let me see what I can find here. Let's put this sticker right here on here. It says Stay True. You could put a sticker on the dull side. And then I've also got these with the flowers and hearts on them. We can put, and you know, I'm putting this on here because this is, the cardstock is blue and it kind of coordinates. But you don't have to put stickers on there. But at this point, if you want stickers or any kind of decoration on there, you can put it on there now. Then we're going to put the dull side up. And we're going to, and the reason I like to have this part of the laminating pouch with the end attached is because once it's unattached, once that hinged edge has been cut, it is almost impossible to stack these up exactly perfect. And if you run, if this dull side touches those rollers, you will ruin your laminator. So I'm going to stick my card in here. And then after I get my card in, I want to line up my extra laminating, and that's a single layer. When you cut it, you get 2 pieces. You want just a single layer of the laminating pouch on top of your card. And then this is how that will go into my book. This will be the whole edge, and I put that sticker a little too low, but it won't hurt anything. And I want trackers on the back of all of my envelopes. So I'm going to just pick one. And then when I want this to be the front, it'll have a clear front on it. And then when I flip it over, I'll have my tracker on the back. So I want my tracker to be right side up, right side out, and the right side up. So I'm going to put this, and this one got gobbled up for some reason, got messed up. And then I'm going to look back over here and see if I need to do any adjustments on my laminating pouch, and I do need to do some adjusting. And everything looks pretty good, and I'm going to run it through my laminator, which is over here on this little thing you slide out that years ago would have held a typewriter. I love my desk that I got, that Santa Claus brought me. It's a roll top, solid oak. It's a piece of furniture. It's not pressed wood. It is solid oak. I love it. All the little cubbies and the little drawers, and absolutely love it. Santa Claus was good to me. He was also good to me by buying it previously owned, and I let somebody, and it was well taken care of, and somebody else paid the new price, and I got it after it had been pre-loved. And I made a slide. You want to cut the top of your envelope off completely down to the cardstock, and that way it will open, and then you have your clear front. But then you want to trim your sides and your bottom about that much. It's about maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little less. And another thing I've noticed too, when you first take it out of the laminator, don't mess with it, don't open it, don't do anything to it. Let it get cool, because if it's still hot, and I run it after I get it trimmed, I run it back through the laminator again, and then I let it cool before I start messing with it, because I don't want the sides to come undone. So we're going to let that run through, and then I like to use, well, I had a Sharpie in here a while ago. I've got to get better organized. I'm so not organized. Anyway, I've got a Sharpie that's got a little end and a big end. It's got I may have taken it in there because I do use them. I do use it for my drawing off my patterns, and I've got to draw off a teddy bear, so I may have taken it in there. All right, it's come back through. It's warm. We're going to let this cool off for a minute, and when it cools off, then we will see if we can find some money and put it in there, and I can show you what it looks like. All of my envelopes are just about empty, because I did a video to show where I cleaned out almost all of my envelopes and put it into my savings, but I did keep a list of all of my sinking funds and how much the balance was on each one. Now, my holiday envelope had $170 in it, and I had been saving up a little at a time because I wanted to take my grandkids to a Christmas attraction, which is 2 doors down from me. It's literally, I could throw a rock and hit the top of it. I've known the people that own it my entire life. But it's a Santa castle, and we didn't get to go until the day after Christmas, because that's when everybody came over and came in from out of town. And instead of having Santa Claus in there, and you could sit on his lap and get your picture made and see him, he had gone back to the North Pole. So we got to see the Grinch. The Grinch was there. The kids got to sit on his lap, get their picture made. But my grandson was like, he's 3. His name's Levi. And the look on his face was like, hell to the no. No, no, no. But his little brother, which is 6 months old, he sat on his lap and he enjoyed it. But next year, he would probably not do it either. But anyway, it's cooled off, nice and cool. And we're going to stick, if I can hold on to it, stick our money down in here and let you see what it looks like. And it goes in the book like this. Let me hole punch this. I've got mine set up for, I don't know if it's A6 or A7. I can't keep up. I think these binders are A6s. And put this into my book, and I've still got to sort these out. And that's what it'll look like. And then you can write on the back of it your category and how much you have added, the date, how much you've added or how much you've taken out of this particular envelope. But that's what it will look like when you get done. And I hope the person that asked me, now I got to remember where I got this $5. Oh, I remember. But I am going to have everything by the time I do my first January stuff, and I will have all of my binders ready to go. And I like a few more, having them all done. But I work on them a little at a time. Some days I get home from work and I am absolutely physically exhausted, and like I said, it's labor intensive to make all these envelopes. But I am going to put these on my Etsy shop, and it will be it's a 34 envelope challenge. And when you get through, like I said, it'll be 1 through 31, whatever the number is on here, that's the amount of money that you save. And then the last 3 will have stars, and the stars, you put $14 in each one of those, and to save $550. It's an easy way to save $550. The largest amount you will put in an envelope will be $31. And so I've never seen I'm gonna call it the 31 envelope, because if you do 31, I had the numbers written down somewhere last night. If you do 31, you save $496. And that's why I'm sorry, not $14. The star ones will be $18. So the last 3, you would do $18 each for a total of $550. And I added up 1 through 31 and came up with $496. And I thought, man, how much would it, if I did 3 more, how much would I have to how much would have to be put in there before we reach like an even number of $550? So I figured it up. So the last 3 would be $18 each. And I don't know how many of these. I may have like 3 sets of these made up. I don't know. I have to count them and see. But if you're interested in these, I'll have these on my Etsy shop. Probably be sometime this weekend so I can get those done. I've got a quilt to bind tomorrow. I've got 4 memory pillows to make tomorrow. I have got a sailboat quilt to finish tomorrow. And then the playoffs start tomorrow for the national championship, college football national championship. I believe Alabama, Roll Tide. They start playing at 2:30, so we'll probably close the shop tomorrow at 2 because it is New Year's Eve. I'm not a partier, but, you know, nobody else on the street will probably be open, so, and everybody will be at home watching that ball game. So, I might as well come home and watch it too. I hope you enjoyed this and saw my messy desk, but it's usually messy most everywhere that I am in the period of a short period of time is messy. They say that creative people are messy, so I guess I am creative because I usually go, while I'm doing one project, I am thinking about the next project. So I go from one project straight into the next project, and I make a mess. So you should see my sewing room. And it's a pretty good sized room, and there are strings and little shards of fabric everywhere, but You can't get anything done if you're always cleaning. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope I answered some questions. Hit that subscribe button. Please, please hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing. And every time that I post a video, and next week, it'll probably be I'm going on a little trip next week. So it'll be next Friday when I do my cash stuffing that I will be back. And so until then, you probably won't see me. So I hope you enjoyed this, and hit that subscribe button and leave a comment, and I will put you in the drawing for either the binder with 6 envelopes or the little set that I showed you. Thank you so much, and have a great night. Bye-bye.